Hey, what is up everyone, Nick here with a quick HNN for July 5th, 2016. Now, obviously CJ isn't here to take over for the show today, but I'm here to just bring you a couple big topics to talk about because there is some news coming out even though it's been kind of a slow weekend. So the first topic that we have for today, and possibly the biggest topic of the day, is that Guardians of the Galaxy 2 will have its first official footage shown at San Diego Comic-Con this year, and as director James Gunn took to Twitter with the announcement and the statement that it'll likely be the only footage for a while that we see from the film. He also clarified his statement by saying that the only crowd that will likely see it will be at the convention due to the early stage of the footage. It's not really finished, there's not effects done. It's the same kind of deal that we had with the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie. I think that a little bit of that kind of leaked out a few days after the convention, but it was like super early stuff, so as recent years have proved, there's a good chance it'll end up online but in low quality, so there's that to look forward to. Hopefully there'll be some more extended panel discussion about the movie, maybe some character descriptions. We'll learn who's going to be the new players in the movie, who's going to join the Guardians, whether Thanos will actually show up in the movie or not, what role Nebula is going to play, if we're going to see Peter Quill's father, and like what type of role he's going to play, who Kurt Russell is playing. There's a lot of questions to be answered about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 because they've been kind of radio silent about the actual story of the movie and stuff like that, even though we did recently get the first official synopsis. So moving on with the CW, we actually have some DC TV news. Today, July 5th, 2016, the CW and Netflix have confirmed an exclusive deal that will allow the CW shows to stream their entire season just 8 days after the finale airs. Now this is a pretty big deal considering the slow pace that Netflix and CW have taken in the past, especially with the DC comic shows like Flash and Arrow, which took a long time to get the Flash season 1 on Netflix. A lot of people had complained about that, especially those that lived in like the UK or Europe that actually couldn't watch the shows live because they didn't get the CW over there. I think this is pretty cool actually, considering that this year we'll have 4 DC TV shows to look forward to on the CW, and they'll all be available for binging pretty soon after the finale airs. So that'll kind of limit the spoilers. A lot of people can catch up on the show. They can just wait until the entire season's over and then watch it on Netflix basically the week after. Now this does provide an interesting thing because since a lot of people had gone to Hulu to watch the CW DC TV shows, I don't think that's as an option anymore, unfortunately. So it looks like Netflix might be the only way to watch the shows, you know, apart from the CW app or watching it on their website, but that comes the day or two after the show airs. So there's that. The last story of the day also ties into DC TV as Kevin Smith announced that he will return to direct an episode of The Flash for its upcoming 3rd season. Now Kevin Smith is set to direct the 7th episode of the season, one which is probably going to air closer to the winter finale, I would say, which is usually episode 9. He also expressed interest in directing or writing an episode of Arrow again, but he's not really heard back anything from the Arrow crew production offices. As for Kevin Smith returning to the show, I think it's kind of cool because personally I thought his episode that we got last season, I think it was episode 20 or 21, The Runaway Dinosaur, I thought it was okay. It wasn't the best. It wasn't like the best it could have been. It didn't really feel like a Kevin Smith product to me. It felt just like any other episode of the CW shows, which is kind of different because I thought the Lexi Alexander episode of Arrow was very unique and distinct to her style. So hopefully with this episode of The Flash they'll give him a little more creative freedom because, you know, the last episode was his first rodeo on the show, so maybe he was getting used to things and he's pretty eager to get back into the swing of things as he's said on his podcast. So that is all the news that we have for today, July 5th, 2016. Let me know what you guys thought of the topics down in the comment section below, and how excited are you to see Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 footage or announcements or discussion about the movie, because like I said, we really haven't heard too much about it from James Gunn or Marvel themselves. Also, comment down below what you think about the whole CW Netflix deal, and if you guys are actually subscribed to Netflix and you watch all your shows there, because it seems like you're going to be able to do so a lot easier this year. So post all your thoughts down in the comment section below. Be sure to hit that subscribe button down there, click the like button because it helps us out a lot. If you want to consider supporting us further, we have a Patreon page. My name is Nick, and I will catch you guys next time.